This is Schuck Cup Semifinal, Foggy versus Lucifer.
Our break lined up perfectly here to catch the first game. It is the first game, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it is the first game here. In our semifinals, Foggy versus Lucifer, Ukraine versus Korea. In the second semifinal, by the way, waiting are two Chinese players with Shishi and Hug. The big surprise here so far. These two players faced just a couple of days ago. You guys remember? At the MTW Legendary Cup, we had a show match between Lucifer and Foggy. And there, Lucifer kind of destroyed him. But we have to take that with a grain of salt, I guess. That weekend really wasn't Foggy's. Usually he's much, much stronger, as we have seen plenty of times from him, of course, before. Second place at WGL, our Vice World Champion. His strategy nowadays against Undead on Terran Stand, which is our starting map, is normally always the Warden. Is it here as well? It is. Okay, has faith still in her, and I can understand it. Has looked pretty well recently. Level 2 early on with the Merc Camp, Mercenary support, Expo behind with a patented Level 2 aggression, followed up by the second base. This is pretty much obvious at this point though. Foggy, as I said, has been doing this for a long time, and I think only seen him win with this, but Lucifer should be aware that this is what's coming towards him. He's starting off with his own Lightning Shield creep at the Merc Camp, gonna be a fast level 2 for him as well, if he doesn't deny anything, which it doesn't look like he is doing. Foggy with an early Hunter's Haul. Wait, that's something new though.
No, he always does this recently. Late tech, very early Hunter's Haul. Like, his list of priorities is Huntress, Expo, Tech, in that order.
Yeah, but it was against Orc when he saw it the last time.
He
right?
plays it every time now. Yesterday against PCG, I think, as well.
Okay. So here's the Warden showing her face. It is so obvious there's an expansion coming up. So I'm really surprised that there's no Acolyte Scout out yet. The way you could deal with this is DK stands in the main, defends against the Warden harass, ghouls move out looking for the cancel, and the DK can go for a Telestaff. I think Telestaff is going to be a big item here. We know Foggy loves that item, but I think Lucifer should try to go for it as well.
I agree, especially with the expansion coming up. There it is, with Huntress coming, and what? Wisp is idling here. Yesterday, Foggy had to face PCG with a horrible ping. Like, it was the worst I've had on Netties in years, actually. Like, before Lawn Life days, it was a pain. He still beat PCG after losing game number 1. Then he got used to it. Today, everything seems to be a little better when it comes to ping. And Foggy again with Fan of Knives and Shadow Strike. The damage build, and with Huntress and Fan of Knives, he can do some damage. But man, Lucifer is surrounding the Warden immediately, and that's a TP right away.
Oh, that's a little bit scary. Now he may have to go into Blink to be able to save himself. Alright, ghouls coming in. We have 5 ghouls here against the Tree of Life. Is that enough damage?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
I'm
Fan of Knives.
sure.
Oh, he doesn't have Fan.
There we go.
No.
Fan and Shadow Strike, both of them. One Archer and one Ghoul saved. Or Frostborn hungers. Can he save him or not? He wants to desperately, but no. In the end, the Undead Sword gets it. Another Shadow Strike, one of Mana Stealing being used once more, but can't prevent the coil with it.
But the Expo stays up. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Ghoul positioning perhaps a little too defensive in the main. Acolyte Scout not as quick to look for this one. So expansion comes up. When it's this early, delaying the tech by so much, if you can delay this expansion just once by 1.5 minutes or so, it's going to be a very big deal. But yeah, it's not going to happen here. What is going to happen is Gargoyle play.
Indeed. Second Crypt in the works. A little late. But it should be fine, as Foggy's tech is super late. Has to go more into archers now, as Huntress can't really attack air, or can't attack air anytime. They're facing each other in the middle of the map. Creep check for Foggy.
With the Shadow Strike, that should certainly be some easy kills. The ghouls slowed down as well from that Frost Armor. One coil comes in to save the ghoul for a little, but now the DK completely out of mana. Very good inventory though on the first hero for Lucifer. Foggy now, very low mana himself, no Shadow Strike at the ready just yet. So the rest of the ghouls seem to be getting away actually. As the two heroes keep on gathering up a little bit more experience, both of them very experience thirsty. DK needs level 3, Warden needs level 4, honestly. If she's not level 4, she's not a good fighter against undead. And against late game undead, she needs level 5 even.
Also against Gargs, right? Like, Warden shines against caster armies, for example, but how good is she really against Gargs?
With a level 2 fan, she's not bad, but you probably need a second hero as well. Alchemist or Panda would be the choice.
Haven't seen the Panda with much success, to be honest.
Yep, has certainly fallen off. Started looking weaker with the nerfs from the most recent patches. But against ghouls and gargs, he's still very strong. If you get the experience for him. DK coming in now. Ghouls getting greeted with a Shadow Strike. Trying to buy time for these gargoyles to come in. And now he has them. He wants to take out the anti-air. Going for the Berserker right away. Blocked from the ghoul. Not quite able to pull off that kill immediately. But the tree also under pressure. The Wisp getting taken out by the ghouls. More gargs starting to fly in. The creeps are still alive. Nice timing right here by Lucifer.
Man, he's killing so many Wisps. DK was at 50% quite fast. Now the block with the Wisp by Foggy. Another potion of healing being used, and that's the big one. Back to full health, but no mana anymore. How much damage can these Gargs do in the end? Warden is chasing the first hero. Lich arrives very soon, though, and that might help in the end. But this Expo, 3 Gargs in the end now, 1 anti-air unit only.
Level up for the DK. With that, he's almost got the mana for the next coil. 1 gargoyle. Oh my god, last second save. Now the Nova is ready against the Wisp. He steals the item. Ring of Protection. The Tree of Life still in trouble. More corpses, more skeletons. Foggy under pressure.
A lot, and he's losing another Shadow Priest. A little miss micro here. Lich in trouble with the Shadow Strike. No, there is mana for that. Man, Lucifer is playing exceptionally well in game 1.
He just passed the mantle to have the mana. Did you see that? That was insane. Passing the TP now next to save that Lich finally. Mud Golem showing himself, providing the slow there. But boy, what a harass. He doesn't kill the expansion, but deals tremendous damage against the army and slows this down by so much.
It cost a little, like especially consumables, TP gone, big healing gone, but absolutely worth it. Mana potion now to coil the Lich immediately to not be caught by surprise by a rushing Warden or something. Tree needs repair. Wisps need to be rebuilt. This all goes into tech. Here's at tier 2. Again going lores. No hippos. We've seen this yesterday against PCG already. I'm not a big fan, to be honest. Especially against guards. And he's still playing one.
General are just not good late game units. And this is shaping up to be a 2-base versus 2-base game. Here we go. Undead Expo coming in. It's going to be scouted very early by Foggy. But can he cancel it? What does he have right now? 1 Huntress half dead. 1 Warden, which is looking good. And 1 Berserker. That's not much.
Nope.
That is not much at all. Lucifer didn't bring a skull here though. So can't set up towers right away. Going for the Necropolis instead.
A player's forces are under attack.
No tier 3. No bears on the other side. Also tier 2 with the guards, but the slaughterhouse. This all takes a lot of time as Lucifer prefers the tier 2 expansion over the tier 3 tech. Foggy is expanding everywhere. In the upper right. Oh no, it's actually only in the upper right. I thought this would be an expansion as well, but no, it's just the second Edge of War.
Alright, Foggy making his presence known down here. May actually get this one Acolyte. Might tick down to the Shadow Strike. Is he ready? Getting ready to deny this one? Ah no, it survives. Okay, 9 HP. Wasn't even close.
Calculated. Well, in this, like, against spells, actually calculated, I guess. Second Expo at 50%. This Expo up and running. Lucifer still needs a little bit of time. 46 supply. Going up to 50 now very soon and creeping up further with a Lich who got level 2.5, like really fast, and a health stone again. And now level 4. This level 2 aura helps him so much.
Hello, Mr. Knubby Quakes with the 20 euros. Something's different with the camera today, but I just can't point out what changed. Thanks for great casting as always.
Yeah, I know I'm not as good as the WCG cameraman, but I'm still working on it. Just give me some time. I'm pretty new to the scene.
But this game is starting to look exactly like what Foggy wants, right? Super late game, economy heavy. He's getting the Shredder now for endless lumber as well. He's getting up in experience, but at the moment, Warden is level 4, that's okay. Not that amazing though, but then again, Lucifer of course was delaying his tier 3 for a long time, doesn't have the upgrades, doesn't have the orb. But the hero level's already looking very nice, level 4 and basically 3 for the Lich as well.
A great item for Foggy though. Rune Bracers. The Warden is not the tankiest of all heroes. Good armor, but not too much HP. Also, no second hero for a staff, and no staff on her, like, no staff of teleportation for her. Also, no invulns. Like, she is really vulnerable, and she finds the best item possible against undead nuke, and that's the Rune Bracers.
Yeah. With no blink, her life is always scary, but that's gonna help. Tome of Experience as well. One found here from the Murlocs. Thank you very much, Yeti Ritter, for the 2-month resub.
Players' forces are under attack.
And we already have a lot of Dryads and a lot of gold as well. 1,000 gold here for Foggy. Low on the lumber, but that's gonna change soon. But he's staying on tier 2. This is shaping up to become a super late game with super high level heroes. And tier 2 Night Elf is gonna have issues keeping up with the pace of undead.
Yeah, absolutely. Level 3 now, Rune Braces here as well. Decent against the Shadow Strike. Also an option for Foggy to go for a Lich kill. He tries that so much to kill the Lich, to just get rid of the orb, which is coming soon as tier 3 is almost done. But there's always coils, and now with the Rune Braces, hero kills even less possible.
Mud Golem, slow. He's trying to get into range. But he's just not quite fast enough, the little guy.
Need to practice with him. Some running lessons with Muddy. Expo, almost established here. Needs like a minute to finish. And here's the tier 3 tech by Foggy. It's funny how... Okay, if I have one expansion, I go to tier 2. If I have 2 expansions, I go to tier 3. Like, list of priorities, just check it afterwards.
And here's level 5 Warden now, finds a greater mana potion. Hello!
Being jacked though. And everything is... Oh, sweet staff. Or the... No, survived. Nice. Okay, Lucifer with the second expansion here as well. What the hell is going on? It's gonna be a 6 base play here on Terran.
That's pretty cool. Wisp scouts it though, can easily pop down an Ancient of War down there.
A player's forces are
Foggy at 65 supply already. Lucifer still banking at only 50, making tons of money right now. Upgrades, first ones for the Dryad starting to come in. 0-1. Armor is going to help a lot against the orb here, and Lucifer goes in to engage. Where are the fans of knives?
Oh, there we go. Good damage. Nova hits the ward, but as we said, Rune Braces. How good are the volleys? Pretty good. 3 Dryads down already, but also the Gargoyles taking a heavy beating. Nova into the Fiends, so they can't detonate against the heroes here. And then Foggy is dropping in supply 65, but where is the 65 supply?
Players' forces are under attack.
That's Dryads for you. They die really fast. Just to high-level heroes almost, and a bit of piercing damage backup. They're trading experience though, and I think Foggy is kind of fine with this, because yes, high-level undead heroes are scary, but he's getting close to level
Zapper in the
6.
bottom left. Boom! Not enough, but this one is... He cancels it before detonates against the Acolyte. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah. Nice pick off there. Expensive, of course, around 500 gold, but certainly worth it when you consider how much you're keeping away from your opponent. There needs to be a coil. Last second onto the Lich. Warden has one more Shadow Strike, but there's Invul, so the Lich is going to be safe. No bound to the Warden, but she's protected. No mana, however, anymore. Still gets the statue. A bit of miss micro there, not sending the statue back earlier. And now we have the Fiend transition coming in as well.
Okay, finally. That works a lot better then. Rest of the Dryad survives. And level 4 for the Lich. We know that you love this level quite a bit. Warden needs a Tally Staff or something. Is there an Invul ready? Yes. So Staff and Invul on this Warden to make her a little safer. Shade, of course, knows about this. No second expansion. A bear is protecting the gold mine in the main base. More upgrades, Wellspring and attack, and master training for the bears. I like how Foggy is not going stubbornly into more Dryads, because he would lose the battle against Fiends all the time. With the bears, he gets a counter to those Fiends, and Lucifer is reacting already to the bears to establish a little front line himself with Abominations.
Yeah, we have the Dark Ranger coming in now as well for a bit more range damage, for a timely silence perhaps. He's almost level 5 DK already. One thing Lucifer is lacking is upgrades. None for the Fiends at all. That would help a lot. with the focus fire as we see the nuke on the Berserker. Insta-gibbing that one.
Yeah. He wanted that level 5 so bad. He wanted a little engagement for 1 or 2 kills to get that level 5. Foggy, 66 supply on both sides, actually. Kind of the numbers of the beast. Fiend about to die. Coil doesn't hit her, but trades the bear in. And the Destroyer in the air, raining against those bears in the front. Fan of Knives getting another kill. This time the Coil is in time to save that Fiend. Is the damage not enough? The Destroyer is in the concave of all the Dryads and falls.
That's level 6. He's got the mana for the ultimate, and there we go. Avatar of Vengeance coming in. Lucifer was not microing correctly. He should have sniped out those Dryads. They would have died very quickly to the Fiend Fire. Instead, he went for the Bears. Now he's going for the Dryads, though, eliminating one by one. But of course, you can't kill the Spirits. And the Avatar of Vengeance is keeping Foggy in this. If he hadn't hit level 6 here, he would be losing this battle.
So many Spirits going for the Dark Ranger now. What a nuke. Shadow Strike and Fan of Knives. And man, these invulnerable Spirits of Vengeance, they're killing so much. Getting out of there now. The Dryads might be falling against the heroes, but it's like 7 or 8 of them. And this Abomination is just falling.
Gets denied though with the Dark Ritual. The Fiends can use their Burrow, and there's no detection here as it seems. There's only one bear standing still. Fiend lost, unnecessary. But the Warden's level 6 already, so feeding her to level 7 isn't going to be ideal, but it's not that bad either. But giving these undead heroes more experience, this is scary.
Yeah, level 5 Lich, certainly better than a level 7 one, but Shadow Strike level 3, not to be underestimated. And Foggy is expanding again, seemingly winning this fight here. Supply-wise, they're pretty equal. Mana Potion as well. Lich is kind of far away from level 5 if you don't feed too many Dryads into him. Rejuvenation in the absence. What?
Are under attack.
The nuke though, like instantly took out that bear. That level 3 coil, very powerful. The Fiend in the ground is going to tick down to the poison damage as it seems. Finally the reveal is coming in, and Lucifer's going to back up. He's going to TP out of this. The damage from the Lich, enough though to kill off that bear with all that juicy intelligence.
Oh boy, there is still 2 bases for the Ukrainian. We have an Engine of Wind now and more bears. This is bears and hippos.
Yeah, that's the good army. Dryads, as I keep on mentioning, fall off hard. So you have the bears against the ground and you have the hippos against the air. So that might be working out well for you. But if the undead heroes become super insane, let's say 7, 5, 3, they can still kind of carry this by themselves. So yes, Foggy's up a base, but this is not the end of it.
Not with these undead heroes. The Dark Ranger a little underwhelming and easy to nuke, but the other 2. Foggy wisely not investing his money into the bottom left expansions. He can run down the Tree of Eternity later. And doesn't have to go for this now. As long as he keeps the undead from expanding, it's totally fine.
Lucifer, by the way, didn't have web earlier, which he certainly should remedy. But I'm not sure if he has done it by now. So at the moment we have 4 Fiends against only 3 hippos. So this anti-air might be rendered useless.
But do you need that much anti-air? There's no Gargs, there's no Destroyer at the moment. He's gonna go hard on Destroyers soon, that's for sure. As he's building up to 5 statues. But he has some time.
Lumber is a little bit the issue here for Lucifer. He's got 4 ghouls on lumber. Turns out to perhaps not quite be enough on 2 bases. Soon to be 3 bases, possibly. As he's setting up the next Haunted. Threatening a fight. Or trying to force a fight, perhaps. Shade sees the movement of the bears, and Lucifer's backing up. He doesn't have to take this fight. He's got double Scroll of Healing. Triple Scroll of Healing. And almost level 5 on the Lich.
Upgrades are starting to kick in for Lucifer as well. 1-0 on the Fiends, 1-2 on Dryads and Bears. Keeps this expansion from coming up, but that was quite obvious. As he said, Shade is attached to the army all the time. 72 supply now. When will he morph Destroyers? 2 in the air, 5 hippos. Plus the Dryads for anti-air. Nice Nova, nice web. 2 of them are ready to reach. No, he webs them all except 1, but that one can be nuked down easily. Silence on the Warden as well. Illusions dispelled. Well fought by Lucifer so far.
He's going back, falling onto Blight. He's next to the towers now as well. The DK, though, dropping extremely low. Has to use the Health Stone here early. He needs 1 more kill for level 5 Lich, and there it is. The Nova now gonna be sick against these bears. Level 7 for the Warden in the meantime. We have a Scroll of the Beast coming in for the Undead as well, but the DK dropping lower, has to go for the next Scroll of Healing. He's standing against these bears, has to move back, but he can't. Burrow trying to get him back to safety, and he can. Next Scroll of Healing coming in. Only one Scroll of Healing left here for the Undead side, but another massive Nova coming in towards those bears. The Lich has more mana left. The Warden, basically no mana anymore.
Yeah, that's correct. The spirits are coming in. Reju is not being dispelled only now, but there's a growing number of spirits here for him. Coil Nova, Rune Braces save him. TP's out. Shadow Strike is still hacking and slaying at the Death Knight, who's not getting level 6. Big losses for both players. But again,
DK needs to go for Death Pact on level 6.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he's a little too conservative with his mana on the DK especially. You can just spam those coils pretty much. Would love to see a shop at the expansion as well for mana potions. But once again, Lucifer holds against an 80 supply push. Like Foggy, the attacks he can launch are not going to be much stronger than that we just saw. Maybe with upgrades a little bit better. But this Warden, yeah, with level 8 he's going to get Blink. That's going to make him more survivable, but not more dangerous as far as damage goes.
Main gold mines expired. So 1 base versus 2. Foggy must have so much gold, man. 70 supply, 2 upgrades. He needs mana potions from the Warden.
I think in these fights it's all about surviving the Warden's mana. If you survive long enough until the mana's gone, you can pretty much out-micro this entire Night Elf army with just heroes and statues.
Yeah.
And the DK is going to be level 6 soon. He should really, really go for Death Pact. There's no other choice. I mean, there is other choice, but all other choices are incorrect.
He burned through 2 Scrolls of Healing before. I don't think he can afford more, so he has to get army in the meantime. Foggy now, even fighting with a Shredder.
Alright, wants to keep the space from coming up. The Nova level 3 hitting so well onto these Hippogriffs. And the Warden doesn't have Scrolls of Healing at all. If Lucifer just kites back and keeps on Novaing, this Lich could win this fight by himself. He level 6 now on the Death Knight. What did he skill? We're gonna find out here soon.
Holding on to it. Bears are getting killed by the Destroyers. 3 in the air. A lot of them hurt. Oh, focus on the Death Knight with Shadow Strike and Fan of Knives. Blink would be so good now, but can't reach. This needs to be Death Pact. It's the ultimate. And there's the Shadow Strike. The DK is dead. Oh my god, Lucifer.
I told you.
Why would you go for the ultimate? It's absolutely unnecessary. And not Foggy is cleaning house. GG 1-0 for Foggy.
Said it just a minute before. Death Pact was the only right choice there. That game was absolutely winnable by Lucifer. Just keep on kiting, keep on Novaing, and use Death Pact for God's sake. Massive mistake.
I love when you get mad about players' choices.
It was so obvious though. It's like your only tank. And by the way, the effective HP on this DK with all those defensive items plus Death Pact would have been off the charts.
That is correct.
But I guess we should skill the ultimate for all the corpses that we can't use. Because it's all picked up by the Avatar of Vengeance right away. What a throw.
Yeah. I mean, always hard to fight against Night Elf who's upper base. Lucifer in the upper right, the fight also wasn't too good, as you pointed out right after.
Yeah,
and so that's why we lost this.
He was really low on A-bombs as well, right? No A-bombs, no Disease Cloud.
Yeah, no Disease Cloud really made the difference.
That would have helped tremendously against those Dryades. He had level 5 DK really early on. If you have 2, maybe 3 A-bombs standing in front, it's so hard for those bears to chew through this. Also, A-bombs hold the line, so the bears all bunch up, so it's easy to get the spells off against the roar with the destroyers. There was a lot of room for improvement there for Lucifer, honestly.
He had pretty good fights in the early, like this Lich save was insane.
Yeah,
so it's
that
not
was
like
really amazing, dude. Like passing the mantle for the coil last second, that was.
So it's not like he's playing super bad or something, but late game,
no,
maybe needs to improve there. So social media duty done. So people know we have Schuck Cup now.
Did we already thank our newest Selby Cutie sub?
No, we didn't. We also didn't thank Mad Frog for the host. Thank you very much, my man. And Le Crest Fallen with a donation. Do we have fever or something. €3. Thank you very much. Remo is so adorable when he's complaining about players' choices. I totally agree.
If he had gone Death Pact though, and just like 2 A-bombs, I wonder how this game would have gone. I think it would have gone on for a lot longer. Would have been a level 9 Warden probably. Level 6 Lich. What we missed out on.
Maybe here. Maybe on Last Refuge. Lots of experience, lots of good items there, but maybe not a Warden this time, as Terranas Stand is the best Warden map. By the way, do we know it for 100% that this is best of 3, or could this be best of 5? I think it's best of 3, but like, since it's the first Schuck Cup, I'm not too sure.
Me neither. We're gonna ask.
Okay. Remo's gonna ask. I'm preparing the game for you. As I said, Last Refuge. Foggy took the lead. 1-0 for him. One step away from a final. He already won Schuck Cup this week. So it could be 2 tournament wins or 2 cup wins for Foggy in 1 week. And here you have your players. Ukraine versus South Korea. Match number 2.
The Warden special, once again, worked out on Last Refuge. Has he lost a single game with that yet? I don't think I saw one. I guess Undead, of course.
Didn't he lose against Lucifer in the show match? Was that on TS?
I don't think it was on TS, though. Was it? I thought he played Keeper all the way and lost those games. But I might not be exactly 100% right on this. Thank you very much, Cheeky Wanker, for the 11 months as well. So, Altar of Elders finished, and yeah, Keeper has to be the choice here. It's just too good of a map to not play it, I suppose.
I was right, Remo. He did play Warden and Panda and lost to Lucifer.
Really? Panda was not the choice there, was Solo Warden all the way with mass expansions. That's the way Foggy likes to play. Mass Expo. Super late game, big ass armies with lots of upgrades, Shredder, high level heroes. Lucifer has tried for the counter expansion play, and there was certainly promise in this, but he was down a base for a long time, which obviously is quite a disadvantage. Even with sick undead heroes, level 6, level 5, level 3, he still lost.
The level 6 didn't last for too long, but the Acolyte is claiming first blood almost.
Arch is fine. Takes quite a bit of moon juice though.
Yeah. So Foggy goes back to Treants first against Undead. Understandable, I guess. First camp.
Yeah, even if the DK comes in for the harass, when you have 2 sets of Treants, you can pressure the Death Knight, and you should still be able to find enough experience from the Murlocs for the level up. But of course, Lucifer here with his DK would love to prevent the level 2. Skeletons going into the main. Those would provide more experience for the Keeper if they do die. And now they're going to be contesting for the Murlocs here. Acolyte is over at the natural pretty much, so the ghouls might be going for the natural goldmine creep, and perhaps even a mid-tech expansion. We have seen this once or twice by now from Undead. Still very rare, but not unheard of anymore. So he gets one last hit here onto the Murlocs. That means that the natural creep of the ghouls, if they should take it, would be level 2 then for the DK.
Nice deny on the skeleton to prevent level 2 a little longer, but quite some coils. 3+ to work with. The Murloc Nightcrawler is the biggest creep of this camp. Needs to get it. Oh, it's hard now. That was the coil. And the Murloc Nightcrawler is back, so the cooldown could line up.
It's nighttime. He's gone.
Oh yeah!
Can't see him.
Haha, Shadow Melt.
The Tree of Life is coming up here in a bit of an unusual position. Could still be getting scouted, could still be getting cancelled, but actually the ghouls are looking for their own creeping, and it is for the natural.
Wow. Very unusual. And the DK is still preventing level 2. Like, both early games, I think Lucifer did a really good job.
Absolutely, Lucifer's playing this extremely well. Foggy slightly sloppy. The archer there lost too much HP. But more so, when you take the Murloc camps, you want to get all of them to low HP, so the coil can only finish one, and then you take out the other one, so you do get level 2. He didn't do that, though. So, yeah, still only level 1, my god. And the Acolyte, oh, does he see it? He almost didn't see it because of nighttime. But yeah, he's expecting the expansion over here. Doesn't get it, but gets the last hit on the skeleton finally for that level 2. And Lucifer, if only he knew, he's so close to this Tree of Life. But now it's almost finished. Basically finished.
And with 5 ghouls, we saw it before on Terranas. Didn't work out too well there. Definitely is getting close to level 3 here. And setting up a Watcher Ward to make sure he sees when the tree is walking over, but that's not going to happen. He will see when the creep squad starts, though. Big range on those wards.
He got very good experience, though. Almost level 3 already. My goodness. Entangle onto the ghoul is certainly going to be a kill onto that one. Actually, Coil cooling down. Oh. Almost got him.
Forces are under attack.
Rod of Necromancy on the ground. Oh, with backpack. That's kind of cool. Naga second. Hello. We go aggressive.
Okay. Keeper might be forced into a TP here. Can he get a ghoul or skeleton in front? Foggy's actually blocking himself, giving Lucifer a second chance to get this kill. Or TP, but rather focusing on the archers.
And this is so cool. If the Naga hits the field and there's a level 3 Keeper already with a level 2 Entangle along with an Alchemist, it's going to be very hard to keep her alive. But Lucifer is aware of how far away this Keeper is from level 3. Struggling this entire game. And yeah, this is what we saw from 1-0, right? In his Yule Cup Grand Final.
Yes.
Against Infialot. Level 2, Tier 2 Naga aggression, I mean.
Yeah, Naga's second becomes more and more a thing. And now he sees the Expo, but the archers are near, and the Alchemist is here. Big acid pop.
Oh my god. All of the ghouls. Every single one. But they're trading out units right now, and if you can eliminate all of these archers so they can't turn into Hippo Riders, that's actually kind of good, because the ghouls you want to rotate out of anyways. So this trading, I think, is favoring Lucifer with a level 3 DK. And more coils to use.
It's 4 and 2 in favor of Lucifer at the moment. 4-3, 4-4 now. With another dust, he could get the 5th archer.
Where did the sentry go? He just popped down a sentry.
Ah,
the Wisp Detonate actually got it, Lord.
That's rare to see.
But only one archer makes it out of the early game. He has to reproduce archers now. Not what he wants. He wants to have double Ancient of Wind, mass production of hippos. He had to remake some wisps as well because of the detonates. Dude, he has 1 wisp on lumber right now. That's it.
And the coil steals the experience again.
Oh, wow.
Acid bomb, but no mana for an entangle. Lucifer dominating hard.
Doesn't he see this archer here? She must be in sentry range, right?
I
guess
so.
she's not.
Weird. He saw the Magi before that was here.
That must be the range. It's kind of weird. Is the detections lower than... I don't know. Keeper has no entangles. Still, another detonate hits his own Keeper, draining his own mana. He wants to get this DK out of his face, but he can't control him anymore, and the archers just keep on dying. This cold arrow, this Naga's level 2!
It's absolutely insane. Just slaughtering archers, man. To make sure who's the superior bow woman.
Gets another one. Jesus Christ.
Lady Venom Tongue OP here in this game.
Lucifer has like a perfect game so far.
Yeah, the trappers are still up, doing damage to the entangle. He's going
Is he
Engines of
canceling
Wind.
this?
I don't think
54?
so.
Okay. Wisp distracts. How much he's getting done is actually insane. My goodness.
Yeah, I haven't seen such a well-played Naga in forever.
Yeah. And Lucifer's got 3 fiends out already.
And tier 3 and backpack, so he can go for orb right away. Ah, it doesn't have the gold. Yeah. So he retreats anyway to get a range of statues to heal up a little.
He has to get the Lich, he has to get Destroyer form, so he still needs some time until he can go for the next big push. But the expansion was supposed to have started running a long time ago.
Finally.
Keeper is still only level 2. How insane is this?
That is really crazy. Like, we oftentimes say it's hard to get level 3 on this map, but how long are we into this game now? Almost 9 minutes. Surreal.
Lucifer found one of Mana Ceiling, sells it though. For 200 gold, wants to fasten up his timing a little. Don't think he went for Frenzy Ghouls. Only has 3 Ghouls left. Can't really bring them to the fight anyways. Level 4 almost on the DK. Well, not exactly almost, but getting closer. Also to level 3 Naga. If you can get 4-3 along with the Lich and a bunch of Fiends, this is gonna be a scary, scary timing attack against Foggy.
Foggy found the flute, so that's good for his mass air army that he's going to get. The Lucifer claims like both consumables in the middle. That's big, as Foggy is kind of contained in.
And how unusual is this as well in this matchup? Usually they both go to the Knight of Always.
Yeah.
With the Alchemist, but not here. And that Greater Mana, exactly what he was hoping for. Could go for an invul as well. He really needs an invul for the Naga.
Yeah.
The Lich perhaps can get away without one, but the Naga needs one.
He doesn't have the gold for it at the moment. Wants to go for a push. No counter expansion, by the way.
A player's
Throughout all this
forces
time.
are under attack.
If he gets this camp, that's 2 level ups for him. For Naga and DK both.
2 kills, I guess.
You can invest the coil. No. But he still got it!
Yep.
Level 3 for the Naga, 1 more kill for the DK for level 4. And there must be web.
Yeah, of course. He saw the wind miles and miles ahead.
TP away? What?
Afraid of Coil Nova Fog Lightning, I guess. Is there anything? There's no shop.
With this. Oh, I think he could have gone for the Moonwells here. Can't he take out at least 2 Moonwells before Foggy's back?
Not much damage. I don't think so.
Level 4. And now the Ogre Magi. What does he have in store? Plenty of good ones. Healthstone perhaps the best here for the Naga. Healing wards. Also not too bad.
The synergy of statues
town
and
is
heal
under
wards.
siege.
Oh yeah, baby. And he's trying to get the Engine of Wind. That's so cool. If he keeps production low, what's all the gold worth? You can go for items, of course, but you're not as overwhelming, and maybe then Lucifer doesn't have to kite and gets more damage in, and boom. Foggy. Super low lumber as well. And now time for an expo on Lucifer's side.
Wisp sees it immediately, but what can Foggy really do about it? Nova coming in towards those air units of the Hippos. And the Naga is in trouble, but quick dispel against the Entangle gets her out of harm's way fairly well. But no invul, still has to be careful. Call coming in against the Destroyer. Entangle is going to be following up here in a moment. Lucifer has to be ready with the Dispel on the Destroyer a little bit late, so the Fiend will be lost. But he's trading out units here. Fog Lightning coming in once again. The Naga in trouble again. The Dispel comes in a little bit more quickly here. Level 2 now for the Lich already. Naga still no invul. Has to run, has to hassle. Aura helping her out right there, but oh my god, Foggy's losing everything in the process.
Yeah, I think so. Destroyer is in a nice position. Web again on the Hippo Riders. Another Fairy Dragon down. He can only produce from 1 Engine of Wind. This Fiend survives. Another kill here. DK is close to level 5. Even able to fight this without the Naga. And building the expansion on the back of this. The Korean is dominating Last Refuge.
What a hell of a game, dude. Like, this was close to perfect. Lucifer is absolutely... This Lich is suddenly almost level 3.
Yep.
How insane is this? DK
Nova's
almost level 5.
Nova is coming in very soon too. Could get a hero kill, maybe. The Destroyer. That's exactly what I meant. Like, he doesn't even have to kite anymore. Naga is back. Might be a target. Has an invul potion, but no healing. GG. Foggy sees it like we do and taps out. That was a really good Lucifer there. Holy moly. Finally able to take his early advantage and carry it into the late game.
Yeah, that keeper just never got off the ground, man. Underwhelming at all points. Starts off with the first and second creep camp, not doing it exactly right. The archer dropping low, slowing down the first camp, then at the Murlocs, not creeping it properly, allowing to be kept on level 1. That was a little sloppy, to be honest. And Lucifer, though, taking great advantage of everything that happened there.
I agree. So, 1 map for the final. Both players here have $30 guaranteed for 4th place. If, like, the winner of this next game has $225 guaranteed. So 1 map, basically, for $200 and more. If they win the final. By the way, there is a St. Pauli game going on right now, and in the break, after the WCG qualifier, I opened my window, and sometimes you can hear the crowd when the wind is, you know, coming from the right direction. I opened the window and I hear a super loud cheer. And it's like, oh, that's nice. People like to see me. It was a cool moment. Felt like it was just for me. I guess they scored a goal or something unimportant, but that was nice.
Nah, it was about Junior. It was like in Life of Brian, when Brian goes out, opens the door, everybody's cheering. Hell yeah, dude!
Life of Brian. I've gotta watch that again. It's great.
Upon your recommendation, I checked out some of Between Two Ferns. that's too random and I don't know, dark for me, man. It's not my thing.
So funny. Zach Galifianakis, Between Two Ferns, the best interviews ever.
I still wonder, how did they get those people there? Hillary Clinton, Obama, they agreed to this? How is that even possible?
I don't know, man. Must have been election time and that was famous, but it was only Funny or Die. I don't know how that worked. But it's great. Check it out if you haven't. Thank you, Zep864444 for the tier 3 sub. That's pretty insane, man. Lots of commitment. We thank you.
That's the God sub right there. Thank you very much, man. That's very rare.
True. I think only 3 people have a tier 3 sub. You're one of them now. Congrats.
So, what do we have here? Deciding game number 3. This should certainly be a keeper once again. Anything else would be greatly surprising. Lucifer opening up with the same build. It, at the beginning, looks like a Ted Fiend opening with fast, alter, late crypt, but then it's going to be changing into the new anti-keeper build with a DK early to harass, but still ghouls coming up later, possibly opening up the expansion by themselves. Not doable on every map, but it is doable on LR, and the same here, as it's the same creeps on LR. Did you know that? Wow. And that means it's pretty easy to take out with only 6 ghouls. You can do that whilst the DK is busy harassing on the other side.
And it's a keeper again. No warden here. Maybe the second best warden map, but we don't see it at all. DK yesterday, Lucifer surprised us with a Lich first against Chimiko, but no shenanigans here today.
Oh, he played that again. That's cool.
You saw it before?
Yeah, he had done that like a year or 2 ago.
Oh, I didn't know it. And then he had such a great early game and then boom, disconnect. And he had to play it again. But then he chose the DK, so we were kind of robbed of a Lich first game.
A player's forces are under attack.
So, Foggy though has kind of seen this before now. He's gonna know, okay, you're gonna be harassing me with this early DK, and then probably Wisps are gonna, or Ghouls rather, gonna be trying to creep up on their side. So, how can he punish this? Wisp scouting is gonna be important. Keeper movement is gonna be important. Something else that didn't work out too well in the early game, right? In the last game, he was level 1 forever. Then he moved south to try to cancel the expansion, but then there was no expansion there, effectively wasting tons of time for himself. So this time around, he's going to try to be more effective with his time usage.
Thank you, Nycool, for the 30-month resub. Yes, indeed. The creep camp has already been taken out, as you say, and level 2 can't really be prevented. Foggy relies heavily on expansions. Maybe that with group push, but it's gonna be quite tough for Lucifer, I guess. Also, thanks to Dave Boy for the 17-month resub.
Yeah, Foggy, uncharacteristically, holding on to his mana for a long time. Oh, playing around the last hit with a coil. That was pretty sweet. And that's level 2 now for the Keeper. Already better than in the last game. You don't want to lose too many Wisps here, though. So far, I think only a single one has been taken out. Next coil, next kill. But that's the DK out of mana for 2 Wisps. That's not a lot to gain at all.
Yeah, you really want the bigger creeps. That is absolutely not happening here. He keeps Foggy in his own base, so he kind of prevents progress towards level 3. So that's good, I guess. While teching in the meantime and producing more ghouls. Foggy's tech also started only now, so the tech advantage for Lucifer is okay. Not super significant, but fine.
Tech is a little late here for the Night Elf. He still has 9 Lumber Wisps. After the 2 he just lost, so he had 11. So he was ready to lose some, I guess. The ghouls are moving south now. Is the Wisp going to see this? He certainly is. Perfect Wisp positioning. I love that tree he's sitting on. And wow, instant reaction. But the Keeper, yeah, he's on the other side of the map. If he moves over now, is he even going to be in time? I doubt it. So yeah, he knows about the the ghouls. Is he really still going over? I don't think that's going to work. And here it is! The mid-tech expansion from the Acolyte.
Wow. I mean, yeah, Foggy knows about this. But I agree with you. What can he do? There's a lot of healthy ghouls here. He has the DK still.
Players' forces are under attack.
I think creeping to level 3 would be a better idea. And then push.
He could cancel it though. He can go over there, summon treants, cancel the expansion, kill the Acolyte. But how much is it going to cost him? He's going to have to invest heavily with the archery usage. This is kind of cool. I like this by Lucifer. It looks like Foggy doesn't have great options right now.
Except creeping, of course. No big items on neither of them. You don't want to use your mana before level 3 too much. To not use the Moonwells here.
A player's
Okay.
forces are under attack.
Huntress Hall for Foggy. And expansion.
Good positioning on these ghouls as well. The DK and the skeletons in front to spot the Night Elf, and the ghouls don't want to run into range of the entangle. If they get entangled, they die. Now they are. 5 archers are here. With a bit of tree and support as well. Is quite a bit of damage. But the Haunted Gold Mine already almost finished. Tier 2 is done for Lucifer. We have the Lich coming. We have a Ghoul once again with backpack coming from the main for more odds of Necromancy. This backpack is so cool.
Yeah. Kind of rare to see it in effect this early. So Lucifer is not forced back. He gets the skeleton reinforcements. Foggy kind of could need wisps against it. Ooh, okay, there's one, but that one's gonna get the alchemist. 6 archers, lots of ghouls. Can Lucifer trade favorably as he did last game?
Lucifer has to buy a bit more time for the Lich. I don't think he wants to engage here. He hasn't seen the Alchemist yet, but now he knows. And the Acid Bomb is so powerful against these ghouls. As we know, the first one evaporates immediately. But the Keeper's kind of out of mana, actually. However, 2 ghouls lost. Ancient of War coming up. If the Ziggurat can finish and turn into a tower, it's going to be a big help. The Lich, still not ready, though. In a second, he's going to come south. But now these archers are here already.
DK kind of surrounds himself, catching a lot of arrows. Has to run away, I think. Oh, nice Shadow Melt by Foggy, but there is a reveal. Did he catch both? Yes, he did. But not in the position to kill the second one. I guess he needs something more. There's almost an entangle soon.
I think Lucifer was too impatient. He should have just waited for the Lich. He could have let the Acolyte and the Ziggurat die. I think that would have been the better choice. Where is the Lich? He took forever as well. He was not on top of the movement right there. Brings in a potion, brings in more rods. With the Lich and the Nova, he might be able to clean this.
But if not, that's a big investment. He can't unsummon it. Lich Nova has to carry, goes for the Wisp to not be detonated, but one is detonated. It's only in the Rubian Tower, and he keeps on right-clicking this. Trades 2 archers for it, but that's okay. Acid Bomb and Entangle, Poison Ivy. Damage is not too great. And surround on the Keeper. Well done.
Yeah, well done
And with
indeed.
that, he keeps the Haunted Gold Mine up. The most important thing. Kicks the Night Elf away. He just needs an army now, I guess. Well, look at this. He's queued 7 Acolytes.
Wants to get that mining going, hell yeah. Alright, Lucifer. Keep his expansion safe, but I think he could have done that even better. As I said, if he would just waits for the Lich, accept losing... Well, he can accept losing the Acolyte and the Ziggurat,
Players' forces are under
then this wouldn't have been so dire, but I mean, it's still looking okay, right? The expansion is still much faster than the Night Elves is, as the Tree of Life is only getting in position now, so they're gonna take a minute to entangle. Skeleton Scout confirms.
This double
I guess
level up. We have Entrance of Wind coming soon. Is he going into Fiends already? No sign of that yet. He needs another Ziggurat. Oh, that's a problem. He's stuck at 30 for quite some time with the loss of the Ziggurat.
players' forces are
He's got
under
2 Ziggurats coming up though at the expansion. Just a second. How do you like the Slaughterhouse at the expansion here?
Love it. Love of it.
I'd love to see once the tech starts, a Necropolis as well down there to reinforce with Acolytes. Also, if you put the Necro there, the Ghouls can be in the south harvesting lumber ready to defend at the expansion if that should become necessary. As Lucifer now continues creeping, level 3 DK almost reached level 2 for the Lich as well, even going for the Shadow Priest. I like that. It's gonna be a source of dispel, as he has to wait for the Destroyer still for quite a while.
Invo Potion is up for grabs. Heal Scroll as well. What's he going for? Heal Scroll. Not too scared of a hero focus. Necropolis is coming.
God.
If he could kill the Slaughterhouse Man, that would be insane. Mass Treants once again. But we have 2 towers up.
This is so many Treants. This is so many Treants, dude. What the hell? And the Lich coming in with the Nova. Double level up now for the Undead Heroes, but it's only Skeletons almost. The Lich dropping low as well. There's one coil for him, but only one. Heal Potion transferred first. Holding on to the coil, interestingly. The base layer is actually really good. Yeah. The Lich can squeeze behind the towers here to keep himself safe. Possibly.
Oh, Entangle. No Acid Bomb. Time to kill a Ghoul, maybe. The towers are really good. Foggy is losing a Hippogriff Rider against them. Ghouls are vanishing, though. It's only 2 remaining soon. He gets all the Archer. Heavy trades here.
First statues coming out. Doesn't take long until the first one is here. That's going to help out tremendously. The Treants are all gone. The Keeper is out of health and out of mana. A shop in the middle, though. Does he really want to keep this aggression up?
Looks like it, man. Clarity's running. Needs some health soon, though. Another kill. And all time for Foggy to establish the second base. But yeah, the statues. Sick. Gargoyle?
Lucifer needs a second crypt.
Yeah.
Should have made one quite a while ago, I think.
Doesn't have the lumber. Used all the ghouls for fighting.
Yeah. Could have gone for one before the tier 3 tech, though.
Double Huntress Hole for Foggy. Mass upgrades.
Mass Archer upgrades? Okay. Shouldn't he be transitioning into something else, though? What if there's like 8 Fiends suddenly?
But it takes forever to get 8 Fiends.
Are under attack.
Second crypt coming only now.
He's got 2 bases, he got towers, he could go for more towers. It's not hard for Lucifer to turtle in this position.
Not too sure. Lich is far away from level 3. That's not a big issue. That helps with kiting. Or with anti-kiting or whatever. Dark was a scout, I guess, but killed.
Yeah, and he's transitioning into Fiends now. I like this. This is absolutely the right play.
Yeah, has to. Absolutely has to. Shop is gone.
Okay. Might be forced into a TP. Well, he's fine. Oh, the Lich really wants that shop, and he gets it. Surround against the Lich, against the trees. Oh, he doesn't quite stick it. And he's fine.
Super low on lumber again. Foggy's economy is way more balanced. Web upgrade coming now. And a lot of fiends. But Foggy is positioning himself smartly between the 2 bases. 1 fiend for free.
Yeah, needs to keep the rally in the main. Realizes it now.
Yeah, but how to reunite?
Alright, doesn't need to right now. Just put up spirit towers. Keep the fiends in the bases where they pop. And just wait for mass fiends. I think that's... Lucifer's facing, suffering too many losses here, though. Yeah. He's being a little over-eager. He could just be literally sitting and camping.
Fiend down, statue down. In the meantime, Foggy is getting ready to spam production with 3 Moonwells coming up.
He's getting Dryad upgrades now. Damage upgrade.
It's for Hippo.
For the Hippo, I guess, against Destroyers.
Or preparing for Chimeras.
Forces are under attack.
DK forced into a town portal immediately. Like, Foggy's position here is the best.
And Lucifer just a little too antsy. He keeps on moving out. Now with the low HP DK, it's especially dangerous. And he's only got 4 Fiends. He doesn't have Destroyers yet. Why is he here?
Destroyer
He's just feeding away units.
In the works, but yeah, no counter to the Entangle at the moment. No Shadow Priest anymore either, but there's no mana on neither of the heroes, so maybe he can get a few kills.
That's true. Wasn't considering the mana. It's all about the mana. Once the mana is gone on one side, there's nothing to do anymore. So actually, Lucifer here realizing that he can finally punch
Player's
back.
forces are under attack.
57 supply and big investments into towers. Not an ideal play by Lucifer for sure. And ferries and more hippo riders.
But this is looking great for Lucifer. He's going mass piercing against mass light armor. It's great.
Yeah, but we've seen this so many times before that Night Elves can still win this because of Acid Bomb.
Yeah, but 2 base versus 1 they can, not 2 base versus 2. It's gonna be like 10 fiends soon.
Player's forces are under attack.
He's got 1-1 upgrades on the fiends already. Ghouls are continuing to harvest lumber somewhat well. And the heroes leveling up now, level 4 for the DK. That's a big one right there.
The Fiend's already on 1-1 upgrade. I didn't see that at all.
Yeah. If he gets them to 2-2, this is gonna be extremely strong. Like just 2-2 upgrades fiends, 70 supply, maybe 75. You can just 8-click.
Would love to see at least like a bear for Raw and Reju for Foggy. Or Chimeras. Ring of Protection. This Alchemist. +7.
Yeah, I don't know what Foggy needs to transition into, but it needs to be something like... Mass Air isn't gonna do it against Mass Fiends, unless Lucifer greatly misplays. Lucifer is going for the safety TP here, rebuying it. Tripping up a little bit more, and it's just Mass Fiends, man. Mass Fiends, more upgrades, possibly soon. 68 versus 71. More mercs for Foggy. But this is like a mid-game army. It's fairies, it's hippo riders, it's mercenaries.
Under siege. Player's forces are under attack.
The shot will fall again. Experience everywhere. So, Foggy, can you hold this against the Mass Fiends? Second attack upgrade coming in. It can't. What? Go here. Works out nicely. He snipes the statues though. I like that move.
Yeah, Lucifer once again a little bit early in this. Otherwise, ideally you want to have 3 destroyers. 2 to get rid of the treants right away, and another 1 to get rid of the entangle, and just more and more fiends. So he takes an unfavorable trade. I think he lost like 3 fiends already. But he can afford to.
Can he? As long as there's mana on the keeper, Foggy is chasing. And reach as it seems. Range nerf of the keeper of the grove, and people said it's useless. Third attack upgrade coming now for Foggy. And Lucifer, of course, needs more army.
Yeah, Lucifer needs like 4 more fiends, 2 more destroyers, 2 more upgrades. And then he can go for that attack again. And then it's gonna be very hard to survive.
2 fairies. Not webbed. But here we fight again. The consumables almost all on Lucifer's side with the invul potions. 1 heal spell on Foggy only. Acid Bomb not applied, so the fiends actually do take quite a beating before they die. 2 armor upgrades on them. But still, a slight supply advantage for... Oh boy, that was a big loss here. 8 supply dead and more. Lucifer at the moment losing every single fight.
Yeah. Slightly sloppy play continues to be displayed by Lucifer. He just needs to wait for a little bit more. Like he's almost got the critical mass of perfect army. But he's just continuing to feed in slightly before that time. Is he gonna get punished for it now? Foggy is moving over towards the expansion, but that one is very fortified. We have a Narrow and 2 Spirit Towers over here. He's looking for a bit more creeps to claim first, apparently. And more treants to summon as well. The Keeper, though, already low mana, as this fight hasn't even begun yet.
And no TP on him. Also not on the Alchemist. That is a little risky. He would keep Lucifer's supply stuck at 70. That would be big, but the repair is too much. He's scares away. Lucifer is kind of getting close to 5-4.
Is he gonna do the same thing for the 3rd time now? Is he really running across again before he's in his strongest
low
shape?
mana again.
Well, there's a shop at the expansion, right? Yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
He needs it desperately. Oh, Chimera Roosts! 2 of them in the base. It will take some time before he gets the Chimeras out because he's stuck at 80 at the moment, or he has to kill a unit.
But I mean, still, like, Chim's okay. But, like, the Chim counter is already on the field.
And the third defense upgrade is about to finish. But, you know, units just pop. Like, Acid Bomb, Focus, they just die.
Eh. If you kite them right away, if you coil them right away, if you dispel right away. This is 3 armor upgrades Fiends. They don't die immediately.
Yeah, I know, but I've seen this so many times before. I'm kind of baffled that you are so
Lucifer still has the lead.
I don't know.
If he plays it properly. But he needs at least one more destroyer. But he refuses to make it. But now he's coming in. Big Nova. Needs to keep the destroyer alive, obviously. And kite. Kite. Statues need to be in range. Destroyers need to be dispelling. But he's late. And he doesn't have enough destroyers. Lucifer is staying in this. Coil Nova onto the Alchemist now. But he's L5. He's pretty tanky.
And there's the potion. He's chasing the destroyers now. No coil in range. This one dies. 5 supply gone again. Stabs out the Alchemist. All that damage for nothing. Yes, a few air units die. 75 supply. Alchemist is back in this fight. Oh, he unbows. That would be an invitation to an acid bomb. But he wants to kill them all. But yeah, here's the first kill. Does he have dust this time? Doesn't seem like it. Takes out the statues in the back. I like how he splits the army. Level 5 on the DK. Finally, more Treants though. Lucifer down to 61. And reveal was used. 6 supply. And then soon we have the level 5 Keeper of the Grove. And we're even getting kind of closer to transmute.
Lucifer, once again, moved across the map when he wasn't quite ready yet. Where were the Scrolls of Healing? Where were the mana potions? Where was the second destroyer also?
We get Chimeras now. Foggy maxing out at 80. With the attack upgrades he already has. They're quite powerful. And Lucifer, yeah, has to camp now, I guess. Main gold mines, 1,200. Expansions. Oh, there's expansions. 5,500 for Foggy, 5,200 for Lucifer. So usually you can always sit on your expansion because the Nightlife expansion is later, earlier, and you mine out last, but not this time.
Interesting. Foggy at the marketplace, buying claws, really.
And Wen of Illusion, he wants to surprise with mass chimeras.
Wen of Illusion does of course make a lot of sense. And these Chims are very heavily upgraded. 3-2 against the Fiends, 1-3. More attack upgrades though for them coming in as well. Second one done in a moment. More statues, more Fiends.
He has only 1 dust. So maybe that can help Lucifer in the long run. 2-3 Fiends.
If Lucifer just, like, again, just go up to 80, have 3 destroyers, have 10 Fiends, mana potions, healed scrolls, in balls. This can still very well be his game.
Yeah, the mass of Fiends is pretty impressive now. But he's gonna use the Wen of Illusion on the Chimeras. That's 3 webs that don't end up on the main army.
Needs also Scrolls of Healing. This Alchemist spread damage has become very noticeable from the Acid Bomb. Plus all the other attacks coming in, of course. Third attack upgrade for the Fiends. Okay, we're gonna have 3-3 Fiends against 3-3 Chimeras. Basically canceling each other out.
True, the Chimeras have a little splash damage. So depends on the fighting position how much damage they really do.
Wow, we just got a big donation of Bitcoin.
Whoa! That's 225 euros. Thank you very much, Zap, right before the final fight. Thanks for helping to keep Warcraft 3 alive. Was so happy to see this game is still popular after not playing for 10 plus years. We all have to thank you for it. We have to thank you, man. That's one of the biggest donations in recent weeks and months for sure. Jesus.
Thank you so very much, man. That is actually amazing. Dude, the donations today is sick. Thank you so much. Alright, Lucifer finally turned on the stream. He listened to me. 3 destroyers in the air, 80 supply, mana potion, heal scroll, and mass fiends with mass upgrades. This is the perfect undead army against this.
Well,
now he
it's
only has to micro.
90 supply, 4 chimeras. He could snipe the statue, and that's the only one, if I'm not mistaken. Main gold mines are mined out. What is... Got a save. I was about to say, but no.
He has to start fighting, though, not just running and losing units. Okay, now he does. Being 3 fiends down, now he takes the fight. One Chimera out of position is gonna get taken out fairly quickly. The Novas, where are the Novas? The Lich is full mana. Statue out of position, also lost.
Oh boy.
Lucifer's hiding back towards its expansion.
This is brutal. Foggy is killing units left, right, and center. Is there enough anti-air to deal with the destroyers? I guess so. You saw the little splash damage. Acolytes, well, are supposed to be a meat shield, but that doesn't really work. And here is the Wand of Illusion. 3 webs used, and so much damage on the DK now. Has to use the Invul and the Scroll of Healing. Trying to get rid of this Chimera now, but there's not only Chimeras. He has 80 supply. Trying to aim for a hero focus. This Alchemist uses some healing and is safe again. And should be close to level 6. Yep, and then Transmute kicks in.
Well, he's fighting in the towers now. There's still plenty of destroyers. Could get rid of these treants fairly easily. Should be the case at least. The Lich is almost level 5 as well. This is one clusterfuck of a fight, by the way. Everyone is dropping extremely low. Level 5 for the Lich. Here we go. We saw some Transmute coming out also. Lich out of mana for now. The DK still plenty of mana left to use. Falling back further towards the towers. More and more of the air army for Foggy is being lost down to 64. He started at 90, by the way. Also Lucifer losing unit after unit.
That's so sick.
Seeing another fiend right there. Another big Nova. There's plenty of low HP targets in here. He could still snipe. He could chase after. Coil for the kill on the Hippo Rider, for example. Another Chimera being webbed down. And that's gonna be Foggy down at 50 again.
Dude, Lucifer survives thanks to his towers. I kind of remember back to the game of Lucifer versus Doshishi. That took forever on this map as well. We get gargoyles again. We have 2,600 gold left for Lucifer, 2,400 for Lucifer, 2,400 for Foggy. And Foggy blindly goes into more chimeras again, and that is exactly the wrong thing to do.
The Shade right now is so good. He can take a look. He's like, okay, what do you have? What are you building? And at the moment, it's all fairies and chimeras. And Gargs is the perfect answer to this. Also, by the way, fairly good against Transmute. If you lose one, it's not the end of the world.
True, they're fairly cheap. We have a new sub. Thank you, Catalysator, for the 11-month resub. But yeah, Foggy again so greedy. Wanted to end the game. And then there's so many towers. But he's close to the second ultimate as well. And as we all know, the undead ultimates suck. We have Aura 3, by the way.
Getting the next invul. Triple invul already for Lucifer. Call Nova. Ooh, that hurts. Half HP gone immediately. Oh, the Lich right click's also pretty good. Holy moly.
And there's more Nova.
Nova, exactly.
A player's forces are under attack.
And the Alchemist is too tanky against spells. He's hiding the Gargs. Love this. Can't be scouted.
What a game, dude. Lucifer could have won this game so easily at 70 supply, but he is giving us a show.
A town is under siege.
Let's put it that way. Yeah, that's better. More. Oh my god, Chimeras again. It's one hippo, and it's a hippo rider.
Acid Bomb is going to be very good against the Gargs if he can hit them when they're clumped up, though.
Ghouls are coming in as well. Not the best thing against Chimeras. Invis Alchemist.
Oh, but he sees him. The Shade's right on his ass.
Yep, exactly.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is he going to reveal the Shade? Yeah, right, has to. He can sell a Ghoul, maybe. Or an Acolyte. Oh, the statue. Okay, that was a little sloppy by Lucifer. He saw that coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a little unnecessary.
It's gonna be 4 Chimeras. He doesn't have Corrosive Breath, right? No.
Dude, check out where the statue is. How did you get there?
Just
All the way into the corner. You can just walk up there, I guess. Okay. More and more Gargs. Gargs haven't been seen yet. There is absolutely no answer to Gargs whatsoever.
Acid Bomb and Kite, I guess. Oh my god, Foggy is so blind. 6 Chimeras! That's so much wasted money.
I mean, they're gonna destroy kind of everything on the ground. But Nova focus fire from the Gargs. How many Gargs are we gonna have? Oh, the dust was really big. Takes out the shade.
Ooh, let's see it now. We have like 6 Gargs.
Yeah.
Oh,
7,
seven.
8, 9, 10 Gargs in total. With 3 attack upgrades.
It's kind of unbelievable that Foggy is about to lose this because of 2 major mistakes. Following
Still got a big ass
Lucifer
army though.
into the expo and then going Chimeras. Okay, he's wiping out the entire like main base.
And now he sees the Gargs. He just saw it with the Treants.
He's like, oh fuck.
But
So
this is
he's
still hard to take out. Like, this is a lot of... Gargs are strong, of course, but it's a lot of health on these gyms, especially with the armor and stuff.
and 1 free kill, of course, and soon to be Tranquility. Expansions are almost mined out. 160 for Lucifer. That's his last bit of gold.
Lucifer is not going for destroyers anymore, by the way. Too good to transmute. So, Entangle is super strong again. This is so weird. This game is so weird, man.
Acid Bomb is, of course, phenomenal against Gargs, but... will the Gargs have enough time? There is a heal scroll.
We are fully mined out.
Yeah. Now we have Corrosive Breath. Oh, what a big help! He's just going for the buildings. He can't win a base race against Corrosive Breath. But here comes the Gargs!
Alright, taking out the air here pretty quickly,
But the
as it
illusions-
seems.
He's attacking a lot of illusions, wasting so much damage. Foggy is down to 60, taking out the Fiends. Web over and over, can't attack with the Gargs anymore. But look at this, like 2 volleys and a bit is killing a Chimera.
And the ones wept on the ground are getting taken out as well, as it seems. Where are the staffs? He's got 2 staffs ready. Didn't use any of them.
Yep. Level 6 on the ledge. And the main base still standing. Foggy at 40 supply. No gold income anymore. And guess what? Undead could sell buildings. Going more Gargs and statues. The Garg army basically untouched.
The town is under siege.
This is so strange.
Senya,
Senya, thank you very much for the sub. Black Citadel taken out. This means no more gargoyles.
Yes,
level
level-
6 with that, actually.
Oh, Cordova! A little too late to use the Tranquility to
Could
prevent
go
the
in
coin.
again. He can punch through this region.
There's no heal spray. He has a potion on both heroes, actually.
Very low.
If he kills the tome... oh boy, he can just snipe this. Now he uses the staffs.
Thank
That's-
goodness these fairies are magic immune, by the way.
Can't know about them. Acid Bomb ticks, but does he have Stone Form? I'm actually not too sure.
38 versus 39 supply.
Yeah, this
Only
is a-
source of income basically is transmute. Alchemist is getting ready. Give me that money. Give me that money.
Money, money,
Where's-
money, money. Lucifer somehow set up a trap. Step is on cooldown.
Gets the transmute. There we go.
It's the transmute.
Whew, this was like 200 gold.
Also a lot of mana. Is there a statue for Lucifer?
What a
Yes, there is.
what a strange situation in the game. Like, I think Transmute's gonna win him this though. If it wasn't for Transmute,
Yeah.
Foggy couldn't kill anything. He could
can-
not kill a single thing.
He can build new ferries now, thanks to this. And because of the fucking transfer rate of 125%, which makes no sense at all. I didn't...
But it's not about the gold, it's about the kills. I mean, the gold helps, but also all Transmute
Yeah.
would have been a win condition at this stage.
Finger of Death and gold. He's unsummoning the shop now to get another statue.
Alright, so what could Lucifer do here? It sounds kind of insane, but he could go for a 3rd hero Dark Ranger with silence. Unsummon a whole bunch of shit. Heroes can't get transmuted.
Okay, no statues anymore. One shop sold, this one down. But he can't tech anymore either. Level 7. He's going for a hero nuke. Once again on the Keeper of the Grove, but there must be tranquility, and there is mass healing. Can the guards take them out anyway? Doesn't look like it. Oh, the acid bomb hit so hard. The focus fire for Foggy is totally fine. He's taking out one guard after the other. Oh! And the Keeper!
16 HP. He gets away with 16 HP. Transmute still on cooldown for a little bit longer. More fairies possibly to die. Acid bomb. The big kill is the statue. He would love to get the statue.
Yeah, well, it's not there. Has to wait for transmute a little longer.
The shade is so good. Getting vision of the alchemist.
Chemical rage. He gets the statue now, right? Transmute is ready. What's he doing?
Herp-a-derp.
Gets the statue. Okay. Coil Nova staff is off cooldown. He has another statue. But that's the last one. He can't build another one.
Oh, what a game. Insane. I think Foggy's got this, though.
Tranquility in the
Alright,
base.
so Foggy's definitely gonna kill all the units over time.
Yep. He needs
Can
the
he
hero
kill the heroes, though?
Yeah.
Oh, unsummoning the slaughterhouse, dude. That's the way you get statues, bro.
No, he can't. He has no shop.
Ah, right.
I just mentioned this like 5 times, but it's okay. Yeah, transmute is the issue. But Lucifer has an invul and heal potion. But
he could fight close to the Tree of Eternity, hope that all the moon juice is gone, kill a hero after the staff. He sees the moon juice situation with the shade. Moon juice is looking okay, not great. It's a long time before daytime.
yeah, that's true. Keeper has good
DK
mana though. Same for the alchemist.
DK doesn't have too much mana, but the Lich is like... his natural region is like a fountain. Shade taken out with the dust, that was very important.
Yeah.
And the alchemist getting ready to make some more money. He's going out on the streets right now, looking for any way he can to get some more income for the household.
If he had one disable, that would be so nice against the staff. Double staff now. Keeper, coil, no Nova follow-up, and now he has a staff
Player's
himself.
forces are under attack.
3 more coils, that's it for the DK.
And is it the golden bottle? Nope.
Acid bomb instead onto the Lich, chasing still after the Keeper. They're very fast, and we have the transmute coming in against the Ghoul. Keeper, heal potion has to be used early. Lich dropping low. Not going for the coil, he wants to get this Keeper killed, and he gets him!
Oh my
Foggy,
god.
where was the staff?
He was ready. He also
He,
had a potion.
he has to go for the Alchemist now. He has to go for the Alch. He can't be staffed anymore.
Oh my
The
god.
staff is on cooldown for him. Are you serious, Foggy?
No way, man. No way. There's
is
another
this?
Nova.
He's
There's
chasing
2
the
more
Alch.
coils. He's not chasing him.
Chase the Alch, for goodness sake.
Can he buy back the Keeper? He is, from the altar. He needs to kill the Alchemist now.
How is this game even possible? Does he see him? Does he see him? He does. Nova ready. 2 Novas ready. And a coil.
Oh, he needs to chase, man. This Nova was so big, but now he can run away. There is one more coil.
Eat the Acolyte. Eat him for mana. Chase the Alchemist, for God's sake.
Transmute again. Coil Nova again.
Eat the Acolyte.
Oh, there's a he can buy potions. He has the money for potions. But there's also more Nova. Staff out. Coil Nova. Right clicks. Not enough. Alchemist at the shop. So good. Can he kill the altar? He doesn't have ult. It's only right clicks. Alchemist gets invul potions. What a sick game.
Forces are under
This is absolutely insane. Gargoyles following the fairies, flying towards the Alchemist. Hello, come here, come here. But he sees it. Lucifer fast now.
Transmute is also not
Realized
ready.
this trap.
Oh my god. This is enough. He cancels the Keeper. The
You
altar
can buy him back,
falls.
though. You can buy him back.
Yeah. But that was his last goal. That was 700 gold.
He's low HP. He's low mana, kind of.
He can't go for potions anymore with this buyback.
It's
town
nighttime
is under
soon.
siege.
Oh. Dude, transmute. He needs to transmute. Oh, the Alchemist almost gets in range. What? What is this game, man?
He needs tranquility as well. Okay, staff out. Can he coil Nova? No. Playing circles around Lucifer at the moment is Foggy.
This is ridiculous.
28 supply, man. This is indeed a sick
forces are
game.
under attack.
3,400 people are watching this. Tell your friends that this is happening. This is only the first out of 2 semifinals that we have today.
Suddenly we see one more statue out of nowhere. Mana region now.
Can you imagine this game with a WCG observer, by the way?
We would have been able to check out the main for a long time.
Dude! He has a statue!
Yep. There's still one left. Hidden in the corner.
I did
the last
not
corner
know
of
this.
the map.
How genius to hide the statue. I didn't realize this. Did you mention this? I didn't realize this.
Yeah, last corner. The last little corner. In theory, though, shouldn't the keeper be able to spam treants after treants, whittling down these buildings? And also, like, he has constant regen with the Moonwells over nighttime. Oh, he sold one of his staffs. Oh, Foggy. Oh, went for the boots instead.
Yeah.
He needs to transmute. He needs the next transmute, but he can't find anything to transmute, dude.
Is this a draw? Not really, right?
I think, like, Foggy could just run in with the Alchemist, Chemical Rage, attack the buildings, he drops low, he staffs him out, and then that's fine, maybe.
Chris has an Invis potion.
Oh, if he gets the statue. If he gets the statue, he's going into the little corner. He saw the corner earlier
forces are
with
under attack.
the fairy dragons. Very smart.
But there's full mana undead heroes.
Alchemist is getting there. Oh, big juicy pickup. It's gonna be like 300 gold for him. 250.
And there was the final one. So no mana region anymore. Nighttime is, oh, still long.
Lucifer has to, like, take out these Moonwells, but
A player's
he only has
forces
2
are under
heroes to
attack.
do it with.
A town is under siege.
And there's so much heal here. There's so much heal.
Okay, here we
Focus on the
go.
Lich is pretty scary.
Can't use the coil offensively. Needs to keep this Lich alive. There is a staff on the Alchemist and so much healing, as you said.
He was surrounded there by treants. Invol's gone. Entangle's cooling down. He was almost caught there against the Tree of Eternity. And just like summon treants, send him into the main.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if these heroes for the undead level up, really. Lich level 7. It's a bit more intelligence, but...
Still not over. Fat lady is not singing yet.
What is... How late are we into this game, by the way?
42 minutes.
42 minutes on Echo Isles. Holy
Yep.
moly. I think this is a record for me.
I don't know if the Moon versus Yumiko game got longer. That ended up in a draw.
Oh yeah, that was also a lot of fun.
The tug of war around the shop. Oh boy, genius.
The staff is on the Alchemist right now. So you could focus him. Of course, you could just tele staff out. And I think now Foggy realized, okay, I have to kill your buildings and I win the game.
A town is under siege.
This, of course, will take forever with the fairies, but the treants help out. Lucifer's defending. 1,300 HP on this Alchemist. That's the problem.
The Keeper could just be moving in the middle of the map, summon some treants into the main, summon some treants into the expansion. That's the objective here. Kill all the buildings.
Yeah. Lucifer went Frost Armor to be a little tankier and not use too much mana. Of course, you kind of want a full channel ultimate Death and Decay against the buildings, since the objective is kill all the buildings, but it costs so much mana you can't afford it.
Yeah, and with Entangle being a thing, probably
And
not
with
going to do too
Entangle,
much anyways.
of course.
Cross armor was actually pretty good against this acid bomb focus.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, Foggy's playing it smart right now. Poking in for a bit of damage here and there, not risking anything. And Lucifer, like, what's his play? I think Foggy's play is pretty obvious at this point. Just do a little bit of building damage here and there. What's Lucifer's play? That's harder to answer.
Yeah, with the 2 heroes only and 16 supply, you can't really start a base race.
A player's forces
It
are
must
under
be
attack.
a hero kill somehow. The moon juice, man. He's swimming at
If Lucifer kills a hero, that hero is not coming back.
The
Yep.
town is under siege.
Treants taking out the graveyard.
Going for the Moonwells, I think, is the most understandable play. This is the regen for the Night Elf. This is how his heroes can compete. If there's no Moonwell regen, these Night Elf heroes are lost. Treants now coming in to help defend the Moonwells.
Need
This
my
is
water.
so
Don't
strange.
steal my water away.
A
So
player's forces
only
are under attack.
6 buildings remaining for Lucifer.
Wisp repair with the last bit of gold he has. Mana, the only endless resource, keeps on regenerating over and over in the Moonwells and in the heroes. Would be funny if Lucifer soon asks for a draw and Foggy's like, hell no.
Oh yeah, this could be the longest game in 2019 for us. Closing in on the 50-minute mark. I think it is already.
Player's forces are under
I
attack.
thought we might have a bit of a break before W3IL. I don't think so
I
anymore.
think we're gonna be late for W3IL.
I think so too. Treants in the south, a bit more damage on the spirit towers. Exactly what Foggy should do. And guess what? Attention in the south and more Treants in the north going for the main. Foggy's playing it smart. Foggy's playing it in a way that seems to have no counterplay.
I kind of agree. You can't split your forces. Otherwise the Lich is going to die or there's just no damage. Double boots, by the way. Didn't see that before. I saw the single boots, but not the double boots. Okay. Big commitment now. As he sold basically one staff, but he has the preservation and tele staff. Another building down. I think the main base is gone.
Oh man, how are you enjoying this game, by the way, Neo? It's actually Transmute winning the game.
I hate that spell. I'm disgusted by this spell, but I don't want to take away from Foggy. There were quite a few situations where Lucifer could have won the game, regardless of Transmute, when he wasn't chasing the Alchemist. I think that was Lucifer's biggest mistake.
Yeah, I think so too. Foggy getting a little impatient here now, perhaps. But he's only really risking the Treants. He's gonna lose those Treants, but they all provide damage. Keep it dropping low, but there should certainly be a staff. There is. Dogs flying in. Oh, asking for the transmute.
Chemical Rage.
Chemical Rage.
He
Is he
cannot...
baiting it? I think he's baiting it,
Yeah, I
right?
think-
With the Gargs?
Thing is that, like, Boots of Speed, Chemical Rage, he's always getting away.
Yeah.
Like, how does he want to kill the Alchemist?
He's pretty fast, that's true.
Thank you, Xanolan, for the 16-month resub, and Mr. GN for the 27-month resub.
Alright, this should be rinse repeat. Where's the keeper?
There we go.
There he is. Can summon more Treants. It's gonna be more damage.
Can we break the 1 hour mark? We're like 12 minutes away. Oh, sweet, sweet tranquility against the tower.
That's nice. Yeah, that's really smart. And now the army isn't big enough to fight through this anymore.
Yeah.
Acolyte sold.
Coil Nova, right click, staff out again. And he gets the tower. Only 3 buildings remaining for Lucifer. Can he get one of those parries? Nope.
Smart play. Smart play. Doing it well. All the meanwhile making use of that Moonwell regen. Keep it drop slow all the time, but he gets staffed out, and this is the important thing. The Moonwells are still standing. If there were no Moonwells, this would be a different story.
And it's nighttime, of course. Treants again. Lucifer just is not giving up at all, and I don't see... I don't really see how he can win this. Only a mistake by Foggy can win him this game.
Yeah. Foggy has to lose one of the heroes. That exposes the other hero. And then Lucifer might be able to win this. But Foggy's playing it too smart.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Another tower should be falling. Tranquility is, I think, ready. Not 100% sure. GG, he taps out. Foggy got it. 49 minutes 32. Quite a few mistakes by both, but man, what a game. Almost Dota-esque. And Foggy played it so well in the end. So well.
I haven't had a game quite like that before. That was really cool, man. Base races are extremely rare in Warcraft 3. That in the end wasn't the most close of base races. Foggy had that checkmate situation. But yeah, certainly very entertaining game.
It was. Slayer Yo says it as well. With his 1 year resub. Holy moly, what a game! Yeah, I think Foggy can kill the Lucifer can kill the Alchemist there, and then it's his game to take, but didn't go for it. Maybe it was a little bit too risky. But yeah, Foggy reached the final in front of 3,600 viewers. We had 4,000 last week. Can we top that? Or 2 weeks ago. Can we top that? Can we break 4,000 for the second time that year? That would be awesome. We go into a little break. We have another semifinal for you, and that is Joshishi versus Hug. Stay tuned.